Crime comes in so many forms that investigation at times takes years, sometimes even decades. In some cases, a criminal act is hidden so deep that its discovery, even by chance, sends shockwaves. This is Prime Crime, a WION special series. I'm your host, Dharamjot Kaur. Welcome to the show. Imagine you're standing in a beautiful, iconic art gallery. You have bought a ticket. You walk into the gallery and begin to admire artworks of some of the most famous names in the field. But then a question gnaws away at you. Is this artwork real or a copy? Let's take this one scenario a step further. There are a few art pieces that are in fact fake. But even the museum administration is unaware, to the extent that they've been fooled for years in a row, until one day when reality dawns on them. Now, this sounds like crime fiction, I know, but this is every bit true. The story began more than 25 years ago, but has reached one phase of conclusion just last week, when the Tokushima Modern Art Museum in Japan closed an art forgery case. But what's the story here? Let's start at the very beginning. In the late 1990s, art curators from the Tokushima Museum purchased a painting by French artist Jean Metzinger. The painting is called At the Cycle Track. Now, this original artwork was made in 1912. Many experts consider it a significant piece of work that displays an avant-garde concept of art, which is called Cubism. Year after year, the Tokushima Museum displayed this artwork to visitors, thousands of them, until last year when word reached the management that this masterpiece on display is in fact a fake. Tokushima Museum is not the only institution to be fooled. For the Koki Museum of Art, their forged piece was called Girl with Swan. The original artwork was created by a German expressionist by the name of Heinrich Campendorf. Now, curators at Koki Museum also made the purchase around 30 years ago and displayed it as genuine artwork until the truth about its authenticity came to light. Earlier this year, another major fine arts scandal came to light, and this is the third such incident. At the center of this controversy is world-famous art piece, Kiki de Montparnasse. This was painted by Polish-French artist Moise Kissling. Now, the painting is owned by Okayama Prefecture's Yamada B Company Group. They bought the painting back in 2013 from a museum in Tokyo, and no one ever doubted its authenticity, primarily because the artwork came with a letter from the painter's own son. But eventually, suspicion about it began with an email. In April this year, the company's art curator, Kuros Kaori, received an email from a museum in Fukuyama. Now, that one email suggested that the painting may be a forgery. And from that email began an investigation which unraveled the shocking truth. All these instances across Japan's fine art scene are somehow connected. There's a fourth instance too, with its trail leading to a gallery all the way to Tokyo. Here, a painting by Marie Laurencin came under suspicion for its authenticity back in 2011. But behind all these cases of forgery is one single man. And the forger is not someone unheard of. It's an infamous con artist of sorts who has fooled thousands of art experts and lovers alike over the years. And he's done this across the world. The name is Wolfgang Beltracchi, who was previously been convicted and imprisoned for for copying and selling fake art as real ones. But how did he do this for years without anyone noticing? Beltracchi, it seems, has a pattern. He created new artworks in old styles. And then he claimed that these were lost or unknown works of deceased, well-known infamous artists. But he was not alone in his criminal enterprise. Beltracchi's wife played the perfect role in selling the authenticity of a painting. You see, after her husband would create forged artwork, Helene would introduce these paintings as a family collection that is passed on to her. In some cases, she even posed as her own grandmother in costume in front of these very art pieces to help sell the lie. Their forgery scheme thrived for quite a few years until 2011. Both Beltracchi and his wife were convicted in Germany. But the con artist's prison sentence ended in 2015, just 4 years. By then, the damage had been done. In fact, this fine art forgery scandal has reached all corners of the world. There are many more such art pieces still floating around across the globe. When Beltracchi served jail time after his conviction, that case pertained to the sale of only 14 forged paintings. The criminal artist claims he has created 300 forgeries, and all of them are scattered around the world. Many of these paintings that are yet to be found by authorities, and no one really knows where they are. An investigation by Japan broadcaster NHK helped track one such forged painting all the way to Spain. Now, its description matched one of the artworks that was in the list created by Berlin police authorities. But many more such cases are yet to be cracked open. How, when, and where? No one really knows.